this cookie during the video because it's kind of melting, but also not actual cookie. I have an insider tip of what cookie it's going to be. It's not this one. This one's from Starbucks. This is crap. What do you guys get when you combine bikes, epic climbs, beautiful ocean views, and literally as many cookies as you can eat? That can only mean one thing. It's Phil Gaimon's Cookie Fondo. Today, I'll be going over the featured segments, epic climbs, and beautiful ocean views that's on this year's route. This is the Orange Helmet Guy. Let's go. For those that have never done this ride before, this is one of the best fondos put out here in Malibu, arguably in Southern California, dare I say the Western Hemisphere. The Cookie Fondo has many routes to choose from beginners to pros and just about everywhere in between. You can go to their website to check out all the ride options, and I guarantee you every course is jam-packed with as many cookies as you want. There are ride options for Saturday, which is a shakeout ride, and then a host of ride options for Sunday. Today we'll be previewing the route that is the most popular. It's called the Chocolate Chip. It's over 80 miles and 8,700 feet of climbing and 5 cookie stops. I've pre-ridden this course a few times for everyone out there, and just the other day I had the opportunity to ride with the Cookie Man himself, Phil Gaimon, so you guys will see him pop in and out of the video as we go. So without further ado, let's get started. From the start, you guys will get a short warm-up as you make your way through Westlake Village. And at only 4.5 miles in, you're gonna be met with your first challenge of the day called the Decker Wall. Decker Canyon is only about 2 miles, but features a middle section that has gradients upwards of 15%. This will really test your legs early and already start to break up the Groot from the very beginning. And remember, this is less than 5 miles in. Decker is a very windy and twisty climb, providing for some great uphill technical skills, and will test your legs early. After you've conquered the Decker Wall, you turn left onto Mulholland Highway, passing some wineries and even a camel farm. And from there, you'll be rewarded with your very first cookie stop. For the double fudge riders, you actually descend Rock Store, which is just here behind me, and you make your way down this hairpin turn called the Snake. The Snake provides an excellent view looking back toward the Malibu hillside. I highly recommend stopping there for your very first photo op. Mulholland Highway, or the Snake, has been closed to cars here since the Woolsey fire many years ago. They're doing construction here at the bottom, which I can actually hear. At the time of this recording, the road is not open to any cars. So it really makes it nice and comfortable for riders going downhill. Those that are doing the Chocolate Chip route, you'll make your way toward Latigo for your first descent of the day. Latigo actually starts with a very sharp uphill as you make your way to the top of the canyon. Now, while Latigo Canyon is a descent, there are 2 small uphill sections in the middle before you make your way downhill. The downhill of Latigo is extremely windy and twisty. It's very technical and has a spaghetti-like profile. Once you start making your way down the technical descent, you'll be rewarded with your first ocean views as you look out toward the Pacific Ocean. On the clearest of days, you can see all the way to Catalina Island. Once you've hit the bottom of the descent, you'll make a right turn and head up North PCH, or Pacific Coast Highway, and yes, another cookie stop is waiting for you. Once you finish at that cookie stop, you'll continue on PCH toward the next climb of the day, Encinal Canyon. Encinal is probably one of the easiest climbs on the routes, with gradients staying in between the 6 to 8% range. There's really nothing too steep or anything that's going to catch you off guard. Encinal is a nice wide road that's really not too technical. This is a great opportunity to stretch out a little bit. I will often climb this road in the big ring, getting out of the saddle to stretch my legs and my back. As you climb Encinal Canyon, you'll be rewarded with one of the best views of the Fondo as you look south toward Point Dune, Marina del Rey, and on the clearest of days, you can actually see all the way to Long Beach. There's a large turnout here, so I highly recommend, if you want, stopping here and getting a great photo. It is one of the best views of the entire day, trust me. You'll also want to take this in because there's some really steep, aggressive climbing to come. Once you've hit the top of Encinal Canyon, you'll turn right and make your way toward the Mulholland Descent, but not before, yes, another cookie stop. Mulholland is another quick, windy descent, although not as technical as Latigo. It does have some hairpin corners and some twisty sections, but it's really not that bad. Mulholland Highway is also a beautiful canyon road that sees very little car traffic. Near the bottom, you'll get a great view again looking out toward the ocean and over Leo Carrillo State Park. There is another turnout there, so yes, I recommend stopping and getting another photo. Once you reach the bottom of Mulholland Highway, you'll again turn right on PCH, heading north toward the next climb of the day, which is Yerba Buena Road. One thing that is so great about the Fondo is that you're constantly making right turns. The event planners and course designers really did a great job keeping all the riders safe. Especially on PCH, you will never be making a left or going into any oncoming traffic. As you start heading north on PCH, you'll get some really great opportunities for some ocean views, some bright blue skies, and piercing blue water. As you make your way toward the next climb, Yerba Buena, you're going to pass the iconic Neptune's Net, which was featured, of course, in the Fast and Furious. Immediately after Neptune's Net, you'll make a right and start your climb up Yerba Buena Road. Yerba Buena Road is very similar to Encinal, with gradients in 8%, and there's really nothing that's going to be too steep. It's somewhat windy, but not too technical. At only 3 miles in, riders are going to hang a left turn onto a little road called Catherine, which is going to feature some of the steepest gradients of the day. Catherine is a short but mighty canyon road. It's unrelenting and has gradients in the double digits all the way to the top. I highly recommend pacing yourself here or your legs are going to be zapped for the rest of the day. Once you've made your way up and over Catherine, you'll get to the top of Deer Creek, which is the featured descent of this ride. Deer Creek has arguably the best ocean views of this route. You feel as if you're literally descending right into the waters below. Remember, Deer Creek is very, very steep. The gradient downhill is upwards of 10% and 15% in some areas. You're really gonna wanna make sure you modulate your brakes. For disc brake riders, make sure not to overheat your disc brakes. For rim brake riders, be sure not to delaminate your rim brakes. Trust me, I've seen it happen. There are 2 switchback turns that you'll definitely want to be sure to come in slow to. There is, yes, another iconic photo opportunity off the corner of Deer Creek. Again, highly recommend stopping and grabbing a photo. Once you've hit the bottom of Deer Creek, you'll hang another right and head north up PCH with, yes, another cookie stop. You'll also pass another really cool rock formation that we simply call the Rock. Once you've passed that cookie stop, you'll start to make your way towards the open roads of the Portrero farmlands, toward Channel Islands, and onto the most brutal climb of the day, known as the Portrero Wall. But getting to the Portrero Wall isn't as easy as you would think, as the Portrero farmlands often features a very stiff headwind. If there is a headwind on this day, which there usually is, it can really make this road feel like it goes on forever. After you come out of the farmlands, you'll turn right onto Portrero, where you'll pass Channel Islands University and start making your way to the bottom gradients of the Portrero Wall. The Portrero Wall actually used to be the first climb of the day when the Fondo started at the Camarillo Airport. But now, since the ride starts in Thousand Oaks, it's become the last climb and most challenging of the day. Riders will be coming to the bottom of the wall with just about 70 miles already in your legs. All right, we've hit the lower gradient of the Portrero Wall. So just started the climb now. It's short, but it's gonna get very steep. A lot of people will probably be walking this, especially if they've done the chocolate chip or double fudge route. They have a lot of miles in the leg. The Portrero Wall is extremely steep and aggressive, and if you look at the profile on the map, it almost looks like it's going straight up. And when you're climbing it, it certainly feels that way. The Portrero Wall has some pretty brutal gradients, upwards of 15%, but the entire wall is in double digits, and it's really gonna test and push you to your limits. The Portrero Wall has several parts to it. At the bottom, you're gonna think, oh, this isn't too bad. In the middle, you're gonna say, oh man, this is really starting to get steep now. And at the top, you're gonna wish you never started this ride. This part of the ride will often have riders walking, and they're not too happy to see me with the camera in their face. At this part of the ride, riders are usually saying, thanks a lot, Phil, or simply, F you, Phil. Once you've conquered the Portrero Wall, you'll be rewarded, yes, with yet another cookie stop and your last of the day. Once you've passed that last cookie stop, you'll have a few more bumps to get over until you hit the floor below called Hidden Valley. Hidden Valley Road is a long, beautiful road that only has a few turns in it with a straightaway in between. If your legs are still feeling good at this point, you can really put your TT skills to the test. This long straightaway was also featured in the movie Bridesmaids. After you've made your way out of Hidden Valley, it'll be another bump up as you pass Lake Sherwood. You'll then make your way through Westlake Village and then back towards the Thousand Oaks Civic Center to the start-finish line. Well, that'll about do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed following this preview of Phil's Cookie Fondo. If this is your first time doing the Cookie Fondo, I would love to know what you're looking forward to the most. If you've done this ride in the past, I also want to know. Leave them in the comment below and share your stories for others that are watching this video. If you guys have any questions or feedback for me, also leave those in the comments below. If you guys like this video, please consider liking and subscribing, coming back and watching some more. You can also find me on Instagram and Strava, all at The Orange Helmet Guy. Well, for those that have seen my videos before, you know what time it is. It's off to the lake to go meet the wife and puppy for some coffee. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Until next time, The Orange Helmet Guy, out. Orange attracts bees. It's the only problem here. Okay, there's a bee on the camera which is distracting me. There's a plane. I'm just gonna keep talking because I don't care. I'll put B-roll under it. Okay, not B-roll, music. Why would I put B-roll under B-roll? God damn these bees. I'm almost done, bees. Just relax. I'm almost done. It's the orange. I'm not a flower. You'll then make your way through Westlake Village and then back towards the Thousand Oaks Civic Center to the start-finish line. Ooh, hawk.